May I be,
clarification.
I think, Mr. Chair,
informed?
sorry,
No,
I think the witness,
I still have the
the
floor.
resource person now has to wait to be recognized.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah,
I was recognized, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
No, really, no joke. What this representation wanted to find out kung what provision of the rules contain yung pong pagte-take po ng oath ng member of this committee who wanted to be a part of the as resource person.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I will wait, hold your horses, gentlemen. Let me ask Congressman Acop to answer that query of Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Mr. Chair, I think the two distinguished gentlemen were the ones who volunteered to become resource persons. We did not require them to become resource persons. And therefore, when they volunteered to become resource persons, then our rules regarding resource persons must apply. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I agree, Mr.
So
Chair.
I hope that is clear to the gentleman from Laguna. No further questions will be entertained by the chair.
Mr. Chair,
From you, but from Congressman
may
Abante.
I
yes.
request that if we will be cited in contempt, that I would be arrested in my own room, Mr. Chair.
That is
I
noted.
confine my
That-
own room. That's my request, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. Comsec, please take note of the request of Congressman Abante and Congressman Fernandez. Yes.
So,
now we will now proceed.
So with the explanation of the Vice Chairperson, Romy Acop, this representation submit to the decision of this committee. Maraming salamat po.
Okay. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.
May we
for
have our
your-
oath now, Mr. Chair?
Makabawi na rin kami nito.
Okay. Comsec, please administer the oath of the two distinguished gentlemen, members of the honor of this 19th Congress.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry? So God may help you. Sir, the oath has been administered.
Thank you, Comsec. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez and Congressman Abante. Now we will proceed with the interpellation of Congresswoman Pami Zamora. You have 10 minutes.
Once again, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and I'd like to also greet our two new resource persons. Welcome to the committee. Ang tatanungin ko ngayon, Mr. Chair, I'd like to address my questions kay Colonel Grijaldo. Colonel Grijaldo, natatandaan ko dati nung nag-attend ka pa dito at nabigyan pa yung committee ng pagkakataon na matanong ka, sinabi mo na nung June 28, 2016, ay nag-attend ka ng isang meeting sa DPWH building kasama ang classes 1996 and 1997 ng PNPA. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, kasama mo dito sa meeting na to, Mr. Chair, si Colonel Reyna Garma. Tama po ba yun, Mr. Chair?
Nandoon po si Colonel Garma, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang tanungin, bakit sa Davao ang naging meeting? Bakit sa Davao ginanap ang meeting na to?
I don't know, Your Honor.
You don't know, but I think you know. Because ang nagpatawag ba ng meeting na ito, tama ba, ay si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte?
I don't know the circumstances that time, Your Honor, who made the arrangement of the meeting, Your Honor.
So why did you attend a meeting that you didn't know the circumstances of?
Yes, Your Honor, I was having my schooling.
No, I'm
officers.
asking you, bakit ka mag-a-attend ng isang meeting na hindi mo naman alam sino ang nagpa-meeting at kung ano ang pakay ng meeting?
Your Honor, allow me to give my premise on the circumstances.
All right.
It happens while we were on our schooling at Mintal, Davao City. And during the time, Colonel Garma and some other of my classmates, Colonel Belela, and all other Class 97 were undergoing a officer's senior executive course that time. And there was some talks among the officers that there will be a gathering on that place. So that's the only thing that we know that time.
All right. And so I'd like to ask, in this meeting, was the former president present?
I have seen the president that time, Your Honor.
I have seen the president at that time. And June 28, 2016, that would be 2 days bago siya manumpa para maging presidente natin. And that would be 3 days before he would assume office. Tama po ba yon?
I could not recall, Your Honor, the...
Mr. Chair, ano ulit yung natatandaan ko yung campaign slogan dati ni PRRD? It was very, alam nating lahat yon. Ang campaign slogan niya ay change is coming. Colonel Grijaldo, ano ba yung sinasabing change ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte? 'Di ba, yung change na yon ay to reduce the crime rate, to reduce criminal activity in the country. Am I correct?
I don't know the political agenda at the time of the election, Your Honor.
And in fact, on his very, very last political rally before he won the presidency, there is a very famous quote na, in fact, kumalat siya hanggang sa international news outlets. Sa BBC, nandun nakasulat, sinabi ni former PRRD, "Forget the laws on human rights. If I make it to the presidential palace, I will do what I did as mayor. You drug pushers, hold up men and do nothings. You better go out because I'd kill you," he said at his final campaign rally. "I dump all of you into Manila Bay and fatten all the fish there." Narinig mo po ba to, Colonel Grijaldo?
No, Your Honor. That time I was busy on our schooling because it takes 1 year for us to finish the executive course.
And as confirmed by the former president himself, ginawa niya to, kasi dun sa quote na yon na binanggit ko, sinasabi niya, I will do just what I did as mayor. And kinonfirm niya many times na ginawa niya to gamit yung tinatawag niyang Davao Death Squad. Itong grupo na to, na same group na sinasabi ng isang taong nagngangalang Edgar Matubato na naging parte siya. He said that in the Senate. Tama po ba?
Di ko po alam yung circumstances nung kay Matubato, Your Honor.
And this is the same subject also na naging ng affidavit ng isang taong nagngangalang Arturo Las Cañas na umamin ng existence ng DDS, pati na rin sa pagiging former DDS leader niya. And this is the same DDS, Colonel Las Cañas, na tinutukoy ni PRRD sa Senate committee hearing na dinaluhan mo. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And nung sinabi nga niya na I will do just what I did as mayor, ito ay, ang pinatutungkulan niya dito, yung tinatawag na Davao template. Am I correct?
I could not remember what he has stated during the Senate hearing, Your Honor.
And bilang ating Pangulo, siya yung Commander-in-Chief ng Philippine National Police. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in place of the Davao Death Squad, to implement what he said would be his war on drugs, ginamit niya yung PNP, which in my humble opinion is a very great alternative considering na our policemen are not only very well trained but are better equipped to further the cause, to lessen the crime rates in the country. Tama ba?
I could not confirm or deny that statement, Your Honor.
And bilang member ng Philippine National Police, do you confirm that during his presidency, ito yung naging focus ng kanyang term? Yung pagpapababa ng crime rate sa ating bansa? Ng criminality?
It was his policy, Your Honor.
And ayon sa testimony rin ni Colonel Ray Nagarma, I believe it was the September 27 hearing, this was the reason kung bakit siya nagpatawag ng hearing, ng meeting doon sa DPWH building sa Davao noong June 28, 2016. For our viewers, mababasa naman natin yung naging conversation ni Chairman Paduano at ni Colonel Ray Nagarma. Dito, inaamin niya na ang napag-usapan doon ay yung Davao template. Having said that, Mr. Chair, ikaw, Colonel Grijaldo, hindi ka sumang-ayon dito. Dahil sabi mo, in the same hearing, nung ikaw na yung tinatanong, sinabi mo na you could not confirm the statement ni Colonel Garma. Am I correct? In fact, I think we can also show the same, the conversation that occurred in that hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. It was not been discussed during the time.
Sinabi mo na you cannot confirm, sabi mo, I could not confirm that, Mr. Chair, na napag-usapan yon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero tama ba na inaamin mo na nandun ka sa meeting na yon, Colonel Grijaldo?
It's not a meeting, Your Honor. I was
It's
there
a
just
bonding?
to be present together with my classmates, Your Honor.
So what do we call it?
That was a courtesy call, Your Honor, where we're
Courtesy call.
called together with some of the officers.
Okay.
But we don't know what is the topic for that meeting or a gathering, Your Honor.
So having said that, it's either one of two things, Mr. Chair. Either A, kasi hindi naman pwedeng parehas kayo nagsisinungaling ni Colonel Garma. Sinabi ni Colonel Garma na yun ang napag-usapan, sinasabi mo na hindi yun ang napag-usapan or hindi mo ma-confirm na yun ang napag-usapan. So para sa akin, it's either one of two things. Una, napag-usapan yung Davao template, pero wala ka doon nung napag-usapan yon. Or pangalawa, Mr. Chair, ay nandun ka nung pinag-usapan yung Davao template, pero ayaw mo aminin, kaya sinasabi mo na you cannot confirm this statement because you are under oath, and you still are under oath, and you didn't want to perjure yourself. Am I correct?
No, Your Honor. That's the facts that really happened that time that I witnessed, Your Honor.
So, sino sa inyo ni Colonel Garma yung nagsasabi ng totoo?
I will not confirm nor deny the statement of Colonel Garma, Your Honor.
Parang di ako nasagot. Pero, Mr. Chair, inaamin mo, nakakilala mo si Colonel Garma.
Yes, Your Honor. She was my classmate in the academy, and we've been assigned in the Region 11.
Okay, if we take, kung tinatanggap natin yung sagot mo na you cannot confirm if that conversation happened and Colonel Garma confirms that the conversation happened, bilang malapit kayo ni Colonel Garma and considering na very, very critical yung pag-implement ng Davao template nationwide, hindi nyo man lang napag-usapan ba to ni Colonel Garma? Hindi ba yun parang contrary to human experience na hindi nyo siya napag-usapan? Hindi ba kayo parating magkasama ni Colonel Garma?
We have that relationship, Your Honor, I mean, magkaklase kami. But we are professionals and we talk just the matters within the bounds of our profession as police officer, Your Honor.
Pero 'di ba so that was June 28, 2016. I remember in a hearing many months back, napag-usapan yung matagal nating naging topic yung tungkol kila Jimmy Fortaleza. 'Di ba dinalaw niyo siya ng July 2016 sa Davao Penal Colony? Tama ba 'yon? I remember everyone was confirming that visit.
Yes, Your Honor. I confirm that we were there to visit Major Fortaleza, Your Honor.
And it was only a few months after that visit na papatayin yung 3 Chinese drug lords under the actions nila Colonel Garma, ni Padilla, si Leonardo, and according to them, they were taking direct orders from no less than the former president himself. Hindi po ba ang naging simula ng Davao Template, Mr. Chair, ay yung pinag-usapan sa meeting nyo noong June 28, 2016?
I'm not in privy, Your Honor, what were the discussion between Major Fortaleza and Colonel Garma that time when we visited him at Dapicol, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Chair, it seems that, as evasive as our witness wants to be, I would like to manifest that apart from his history, his long-standing history with Colonel Garma, there are really several instances which would put them in the same places and events which is further evidence of their close work and personal relation. We've also confirmed, Mr. Chair, na una, si Colonel Grijaldo was indeed in attendance sa meeting sa DPWH building noong June 28, 2016. And because of his attendance in this meeting, kahit pa i-deny ni Colonel Grijaldo ito, he was indeed part of the planning of the nationwide implementation of this Davao model, or what we all know as the war on drugs. With this, Mr. Chair, I didn't want to take up all of my time. I yield to the next interpellator. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Zamora. The next interpellator is Congressman Zia Adyong. You are recognized. You have 10 minutes.
Mr. Chair, I yield to my good friend, the gentleman from Cagayan de Oro, Congressman Lordan. I'll be asking my question later on. I yield my time to Congressman Lordan, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Congressman Suwan, you are now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Colonel Grijaldo.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Di ba ang lokal po na police ang may responsibilidad na to maintain the peace in their area of jurisdiction?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which means that they have to be familiar with the place where they are assigned in order for them to be effective, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And which means that if anything happens in your area of jurisdiction, you have to be the one to investigate, just like what happened to the assassination of Colonel Barayuga, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, but there is a responsible investigation on case, Your Honor, to respond or to conduct investigation in event there is a crime incident, Your Honor.
So, as to the assassination of Barayuga, you were the one who is primarily responsible for investigating it. Is it not correct?
As part of my command responsibility, Your Honor, I'll take on supervision on my investigator on case for that demise of police Brigadier
I'm sorry, you
General
were the
Barayuga,
lead
Your Honor.
investigator?
There is a designated investigation on case, Your Honor. And I'm only supervising and I could not intervene or influence my investigator on case for that incident, Your Honor.
So you mean to say that you are still the supervisor of the investigator of that case?
No, there is a we have a organizational chart, Your Honor, and there is a chief of investigation who is sole responsible on all the personnel under his supervision, which is the investigator on case or all investigator under his unit, Your Honor. And overall, in the police station, I am the police supervisor as the chief of police of that place, Your Honor.
When were you appointed as chief of police of Mandaluyong City?
On the month of July in that time, Your Honor, 2021 or 2021, Your Honor.
So you were already the chief of police during the assassination of Barayuga?
Yes, Your Honor.
How is this investigation started? How do you, such an assassination like what happened with Mr. Barayuga, how is the investigation started? Ano yung proseso po?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a radio call that there was a shooting incident that happened in that place. Immediately thereafter, we dispatched our personnel to conduct yung investigation or to go after of the to those perpetrators of the incident. I was in that place. I responded in that place also, Your Honor, and naabutan ko na lang, Your Honor, yung pick-up tsaka yung isang victim on the passenger side, but the driver side was already evacuated as per the witnesses in that place, Your Honor. I myself immediately also go to look for any evidence or any thing that na baka may CCTV doon sa lugar, and we called up immediately yung SOCO para ma-preserve yung crime scene, Your Honor. Yun yung po yung ginawa namin that time, Your Honor.
So, can you repeat again who handled the investigation?
The duty investigator during that time, it was Police Executive Master Sergeant Punsalan, Your Honor.
And Police Executive Master Sergeant Punsalan reports to you as the Chief of Police.
What do you mean?
I mean that Punsalan is the investigator, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Immediately, pag dinispatch po natin kasi yung investigator natin, he will do his job as an investigator. And immediately, we have the duty officer. It was during that time, Your Honor, it was a COVID that time. And most of our personnel and the same, I myself was staying at the police station. I live in the police station that time. So, nakapag-responde kami, and we have this duty SDO, Police Captain Villarta, who also taking charge to do his job that time. And after gathering some information, what transpired immediately was for us to make a spot report. Just 5H and 5W and 1H muna yung ginagawa natin. Just to, there is a timeline that we are beating in the Camp Crame, lalo na pag mga high crimes. We need to have at least within 1 hour we can make a report, a spot report on 5W and 1H only statement. Then we do the progress report, Your Honor, depending on the progress of the investigation, Your Honor, done by the IOC, Your Honor, on the investigator on case, Your Honor.
Yes, but as the Chief of Police of Mandaluyong City, would it be correct to say that the buck stops with you? Which means na ikaw yung may final word sa investigation?
No, Your Honor. What the investigator have done, or ginawa niya, Your Honor, yung ginawa niya yung report, kung ano niya, Your Honor, yun yung statement, Your Honor. I could not influence or give, or to influence doon sa statement na gagawin niya. Kasi it will not make, or we cannot
Pero
give justice doon sa investigation
Colonel
natin,
Grijaldo,
Your Honor.
paano ito natapos tong investigation na to?
Your Honor,
Sinong
on that
nagpasya na itigil yung investigation?
no, Your Honor, allow me, Your Honor, to elaborate further dun sa nangyari during the the incident happened July 30. On the next day, nagkaroon na ho tayo, sir, ng immediately thereafter, there is a creation of a Special Investigation Task Group, or SITG, which is to unearth yung mga other evidences, or sino yung madidiscover natin kung sino yung perpetrators that time of the incident. But nagkaroon ng consensus or consolidated effort with the district unit. So ang nag-assume ng overall control ng investigation is the SITG, Your Honor. And that time, I was just only a member of the SITG, Your Honor.
So yung nangyari, parang napunta na yung investigation sa SITG instead of sa iyo.
It's not me, Your Honor, to do the investigation. Just only the IOC, Your Honor, who is responsible. At the same time, Your Honor, it was carried on the SITG group. The investigator that time on the incident, the same investigator being appointed on the SITG, Your Honor.
Pero di ba ikaw yung office nyo yung nagsimula ng investigation, so pagkatapos nun, pinasa sa SITG or sa CIDG?
Pinasa namin, Your Honor, kung ano yung initial nagawa naming investigation. And the CIDG was then also a part of the SITG, Your Honor. The composition of the SITG is the IOC of the station, I myself also a member, the D7 or the DIDM, the District Investigation Detective Management Unit, the CIDG, the SOCO, the overall chair of the SITG, Your Honor, was the district operation, DRDO, we call it the DDO, Your Honor, Deputy for Operation, Your Honor.
So Colonel, kahit ikaw po yung nagsimula ng investigation,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were not the one who finished the investigation. That's what you're saying?
Yes, Your Honor. It was because in SITD, Your Honor, there is a need to compose and to comply within the period of 6 months. If it is not been
Pero tingin ko po, Colonel, na parang agad-agad na transfer yung investigation sa SITG. Is this correct?
No, Your Honor. It was the district director who take cognizance of the incident, Your Honor. So as just a station commander, Your Honor, I yield to the wisdom of the district director.
So you're saying that